founder and president of the club, and we're here today to view the third and final episode of Hidden Colors, and this was entitled The Rules of Racism, and the individual, Reverend Solomon. Reverend Solomon, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I'm sorry?
No problem. It's good. They call me many names. But I'm not that other guy. Go right ahead.
We're going to do our presentation today. So now the video, I believe, is a 2-hour long.
Yes, it is. Are we going to be able to see it all in this time?
Well, what we've been doing is stopping it midway, and that way you have an opportunity to do question and answers during that time, and anyone who wants to stretch their legs can do that. Ladies' bathroom is right here, and men's bathroom is over there on the right by the front.
Very good.
Okay? So whenever you're ready.
Very good. Good afternoon, everyone. Oh,
This is Reverend Harris. Excuse me, we're in this house. So excuse me. Here's the head top.
Here you go. That's all.
Pastor, senior pastor, New Life Church of God, Pastor Paul McCoy.
Yes.
I'd like to say welcome to everyone that is here. This is our third series of the Hidden Colors that we're going to be showing. Son, give that seat to Pastor McCoy, please.
This one here. Where you want to pass McCoy?
Just pull it up here where he is.
Okay.
And we are glad to have each and every one of you here. We had a wonderful turnout. More people will come as we get the movie started. As we come, I'm also cooking barbecue, chicken, ribs, what have you. We are renovating our sanctuary next door. For the past 3 years, we have not been able to occupy because our ceiling fell in. And so the Lord has blessed us and for good people to come and donate for that cause. We are a social justice ministry. We do speak truth to power. We are independent from any other church or the government. And it's important to have your independence. And the Hidden Colors 1, 2, and 3 talks about that independence and manipulation. Also, this is my senior pastor, Pastor Paul Floyd, as he came in. He's been in the ministry for 33, going on 34 years here in West Fresno. He is about the only one that is left. I believe that the pastor started in the 70s. He's about the only pastor that's left during his generation, and he's still standing today. And that's important for us to know that because there's a lot of our ministers will sway from one side and left to the right. And in this type of work, you have to say it straight, you have to say it plain, and you have to say it direct and respectful. And so this is a museum that was created here of local, a sister by the name of Sister Faye. She's right here. Her husband just died last Monday, and they buried him yesterday at 11 o'clock at the Seventh-day Adventist Church. So she was wanting to come, but because of that, she could not attend. So she put this entire museum together. Just to let you know, this stuff here is for sale. These are things that she put together. It's for sale. We have a sister in the back. One of my sisters. She's from Nigeria. Right here, this is her, I'm sorry, your name is Patricia. This is her vending table there. This here is that sister.
President, West Fresno Democratic Club, Mickey Asst.
All right. West Fresno Democratic Club, their table is there. And if you all want to buy dinners, so I can put it out for the way. Chicken dinners are $10 and rib dinners are $11. Brother Kehinde is supposed to be here, but he has another event. So he's going to come, and at that 1 hour mark, he's going to get up and lecture, and he has to leave. And then we're going to watch the other half of it. the next hour or half or so, 15 minutes. And then after that, we'll come up with a lecture for our cooking, but hopefully Ms. Bishop or Pastor McCoy or Solomon. And then we can answer questions. I know some of you have to go, because of time constraints, but I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you all coming. This is not the last time we'll be doing this. I just want to make this clear. There's going to be more and more times to have dialogue, conversation in regards to what is happening to us as Black people in general. This wall over here has a lot of our local activists, ministers, pastors, youth groups doing positive things. Over there is more historical books, what have you, over there. Please visit. This here is my pastor McCoy and his son, Brother Legend. I see Brother Legend. Yeah, okay, all right. They're on their way to the Million Man March in Washington, D.C. So I felt it was important to have this information up there. This is his daughter, Sister Kehinde, and this is the pastor here when he was well, he's still young, so call that right. And this is Mr. James Tucker. So there's a lot of history here. This is Mr. Johnny Nello. He is very active in the community. So there's a lot of history here that we just wanted to get out to the community. The books are not for sale or anything like that. That's kind of like my personal library, so I just want to share it with everybody. There are more pictures and things I need to get up, but because of time, I wasn't able to get them up. But feel free to ask questions, what have you. To the right, son, stand up. This is my son. Okay, right where he is right there, there's a lot of know your rights with the front of our police officers' cards. Right there, in case you want to take something to your church, or your family members, things like that. Again, this is about education. It's about knowledge. Knowledge is power. And so we're going to go ahead and go into the movie of Solomon and cut that on for us. And we'll hit the lights, and I'm going to give that cookie.
I just want to say, first of all, good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Amen. Kehinde was standing here. We were acknowledging in that way. It's showing respect. I love you all. I'm glad to see all of you. I was kind of looking for a lot of young people to come today because of the recent shooting that happened not too long ago. So I was looking for a bigger turnout, but Reverend Harris Pastor is right. There will be more. Matter of fact, I'm a new pastor over at Fresno Church, and Kehinde Solwazi will be our speaker tomorrow during Sunday service. So if you'd like to attend, if you're able to, I'll give you directions to where we are when we start our services at 10:30. Before we see this, this is a lot of information. Has anybody seen any of the Hidden Colors movies? Just by show of hands. How many did you see?
Okay.
You've seen all three. Okay, so you already know. Okay. Those of you that have seen 1, 2, okay, and then those who have seen 1, 2, and 3. So a lot of us that have already seen it, I've seen it 3 times already. Matter of fact, I was looking at it this morning to do some research so we make sure that I can stay as accurate as possible. This is an open session, so if anybody has an answer to a question, don't be afraid to say it. This all does not fall on me as a pastor. It is a collective effort. Amen?
Amen.
So we all learn from each other. That was the whole intent, the whole purpose on the first 2 movies being shown here and the last one. So without further ado, here you come.
So the narrative of Black people in the United States was, you came from these primitive, savage people who had no history. and everything you are, we made you.
Strip the African of his knowledge of himself. You can then replace that knowledge with any falsification of consciousness you desire. Once you take from me my knowledge of myself, you can then tell me those lies.
Racism is what we are all living and breathing 24/7. There's never a moment, a second, a minute, an hour, a day, a year, for the past 500 years when race has not been the dominant reality.
America has done all of these terrible things to black people, and then they complain when we do it to ourselves. We're mirroring what they have always done to us since we got off those boats.
It's easy to sit up somewhere and talk with black people about black people. But it's not so easy to have to sit up and look in white people's face and talk to them about white people. Now that's what I know.
43 million black people, I think that probably 10% of our community at this moment in time would have a real consciousness